Alrighty, everybody, welcome to a supercross. Oh, yeah, give me one sec. Make sure things are set up the way I like it and all that fun stuff. Alright, so it looks like we are streaming on YouTube and Twitch at the same time, which is awesome. I was going to do this and then upload it to YouTube. So that is awesome. that is really cool. I didn't think that it would actually work. We tried to do this stream over on YouTube, and my OBS wasn't really OBSing, right? It was I needed an update. So um, basically, for YouTube guys, if you didn't see it, it would always show the top left hand corner, and I was kind of upset when I saw that. And but yeah, so I deleted that one. I like things looking nice and all that stuff. But apparently now we could do both YouTube and Twitch streams. Um, so that's gonna be cool. I didn't actually think I would do that yet. I was just gonna do Twitch and then kind of you know go from there. But since now we can kind of do both, and that's awesome. We can work on both of them at the same time. Um, I'm kind of excited that that actually kind of worked. I saw it on the OBS and I think Streamlabs or whatever. If you have that downloaded on there, I guess it works. So that's cool. All right. Anyways, this is we're gonna try to make this one fairly quick. Okay. Um, I've been playing a little bit into this, and I am absolutely loving this game. This is my first MX game since probably about GameCube. MX Superfly, and it didn't have any kind of anything that this has. This one you have to lean forwards, you have to lean backwards, you have to counter steer. There's a lot going on in this. In that one, it very just open it out of the box, play it, and have fun. There was a lot of cool stuff in that, and it was really good. I enjoyed it a lot. Haven't played one since that. I had MX versus ATV on my PSP. That was awesome. But that's pretty much it. I have not played any of this or any motocross game or anything uh, since, and that's been a while. So this is going to be more for beginners that are kind of on the same path. Kind of, they either haven't played something like this in a long time or ever. And they're new. They're like, oh, I'm seeing all this motocross stuff, and I want to play, and all that stuff. So this is kind of for them, beginner stuff. Beginners like me. I'm a beginner. All right. Um, so you get into the game. You basically create your character. Okay, that's it. Um, and then they don't really throw you into any tutorial or anything like that. Okay, it's just you can so workshop. You can change your presets. I recommend you do that. Get that out of the way. I would download a bunch of gear that people have made, helmets and stuff. I made my gear pretty simple. It's just orange and a black helmet with an orange dragon. And my number is on the cheek. So yeah, you can go and mess around with track editor, graphic editors, your presets. I recommend that. And then just kind of, we are going to go to Supercross Academy. So once you've done all that, you got your bike and all that stuff situated, and you're ready to go. Go into the academy. Okay? This is going to teach you just basically how the bike and stuff works. Okay? All the controls and stuff. Alright, it's not going to really show you a lot, right? Right? But you can come on here and you can kind of learn the controls and all that stuff, okay? So, this game, for me, I had a difficult time with the corners, okay? Now, when I got this game, I was thinking more kind of, I start it, I race, and all that stuff. And, you know, for me, it was, I wanted to just go fast in every single corner, and then, you know, and it didn't really work out. You know, I was, my rear tire will, well, I was all over the track. I was left, and then I was right, I was off the track, and I couldn't really get a hang of things. I got frustrated. Wasn't the game's fault, it was just mine, and stuff like that. One thing that I could tell you for the corners is slow down. Alright, like, obviously, right? And then, oh, I died. Okay, definitely don't do that. But, corners, so counter steer, okay, important, alright? Counter steer, you're basically going to, it's opposite. So you're going to steer with the left stick, as always, normal stuff, right? And then you're going to counter steer in the opposite using the right stick, and you're just going to kind of push that in the opposite direction. For me, I don't use a whole lot, if any, throttle into or in the middle of the corner, and then I use a lot of brake. Okay, and that's pretty much it, you know. And so for me, right now, I'm playing easy or very easy AI, and I can get away with making a lot of mistakes. Okay, yeah. So I can make a few mistakes. I can get some time on them, and I can make a few mistakes and all that stuff. Later on, though, we are going to up the difficulty once we've learned and stuff. And so we're gonna up the difficulty, you know, once we've gotten better and all that stuff. Now, corners, they're huge. Okay. Oh, I died. Okay, it sets up everything. If you can't get corners, you know, you're probably gonna have a very hard time. Whoops, you can figure it out. They're not difficult, right? I'm sure I'm not hitting them perfect. And I cased just about every single jump. And I'm not really trying to go fast. I'm trying to talk and, you know. So you can kind of go fast in the corners, not too fast. Yeah. When it comes to jumps and stuff, I think you might want to lean forwards a little bit or whatever, and everything is set up in the corners, you know. So that was a good triple. Right, so come on here, do a few laps, practice some stuff and things, really get that corner down. Corners is everything. really, corners and that start gate is everything. And um, with easy and very easy difficulties, you can kind of get away with a lot of stuff, right? But once you can get those corners down, right, you can have a lot of fun. Um, you can have you can have a lot of fun and you can play the game. But the main thing is get your corners and stuff like that. You can. Oh, I'm just kind of not doing things right now. Uh, especially if you're playing on very easy or easy. I don't know the other difficulties. I know realistic is one, probably hard, maybe normal. You there's a lot that you can learn, and all that stuff. But some of it is also just learning the maps as well too. So, you know, you know, so I could practice a bunch of stuff. Um, but if I don't know, what jumps are coming up, I don't know the map too well. You can't really. I don't think you can really just, you know, try to jump everything. You but yeah, I'm not. I don't really have a whole lot of tips. Just things that, this game is definitely frustrating. At first, at least it was for me. Um, maybe for you, you might just be some other thing. You know, be god tier at everything that you do. So it might not be difficult for you, but for me it was. And learning the corners for me was huge. Next, I gotta learn, some of the map or tracks, I guess, and then probably how to, you know, jump. And, oh, I died. I did that a lot. My rear tire kind of comes out, and you wash. So next we gotta learn how to jump. That wasn't too bad. That was actually really nice there. So learn how to jump next. I can't really tell you how to do that. Lean forwards maybe. I like to kind of wheelie, land with the wheelie, land on your rear tire. I think it'll help if you are casing a lot of your jumps. Yeah, see that? Too much throttle into the corner or on the outside of during the corner. And then you wash your oh. I always have difficult on this section, but yeah, if you wheelie like that, it'll help you with casing all your jumps. Casing is basically you're landing on top of the jump, kind of right up here. If you're landing right up there instead of down here, you're gonna lose all your momentum. And it's going to be hard for you to get triples and doubles and stuff like that, and just kind of go fast and stuff. But corners are everything. Corners are everything. Once you get into higher and you're getting better, higher difficulties and stuff, your starts become more and more important to get out in front. Right now, I can have a lot of fun playing this and just I'll win some, I'll lose some. Not a big deal. Case both of those. But big part of it, just slow down for the corners. Right, counter steer early. So brake, counter steer, steer. And don't worry about going too fast. Just get that nice rhythm, that pace going. See, that was a nice triple. I get that one quite a bit. You don't have to go really fast. Main part is stay on the track, you know. Once you get your jumps in too, you could up the difficulty. Oh, really case that one. I kind of missed this one a lot. Alright, so once we've done a few laps, just jump that tabletop, that's fine. Gotta fix my jersey a little bit, my jersey number. Alright, so once you've done a few laps on that, and you've gone through and done all this challenging and all that stuff, right, we're gonna leave out of here. I'm gonna fix my jersey real quick, make sure my numbers and all that stuff are exactly what I want. So for me, I'm gonna go over to presets, 450s, and then I believe so we can edit that. Hopefully it doesn't mess it up like last time. I don't even. Oh yeah, nickname and. All right. So what we want is, I think I like. I think it was this one. Actually, yeah, I like that one. So we're going to equip that. Oh, kind of do that. And then we want to, yeah, enlarge that. That's what we like right there. Move that. And then do we change color? And we change it to, do we change it to black? I think we do. I think I do like, I don't know. I like that. Except for it's not the style. Oh, maybe it is. Maybe we do that one. What about this one? No. Normal? There we go with that one. And then this one. Pick that one. Alright. I think we're right there. There we go. That's perfect. And we'll keep that one white. Numbers, black, and then that white. Cool. Boom. That should save it. Alright, cool. And we're messing around with the 450s, so I won't even deal with the 250s. 250s definitely more skill involved and stuff. I think if I was doing championship, or if people were doing championship or whatever, that for sure will be. I mean, I think if championships, I don't know, competition stuff, 250 is the way to go for sure for them. But anyways, we're gonna go down here and go to time attack. So once you've done all of that stuff, okay, time attack. So one thing about time attack, and you can level up in this and unlock stuff. You can use time attack to level up and unlock stuff, okay, for your bike. Gear wise, not that important, okay, but for your bike, kind of important, okay. So more laps you do, more stuff you unlock, and so with that, what happens is we have a bunch of tracks. What is this? 666. I don't want that. Scrub. I don't want that. Let's see. Okay, so we have these short tracks like this, oval tracks. Kind of kind of fun. You can kind of race yourself and see if you can kind of get a faster time. But the idea is more times you go around and go through the finish line, the more XP you get. And so, that's going to be good for stuff. But what we want to do right now is we kind of want to just. My favorite track is Daytona. That's probably the best. I think if they added Vegas, we're gonna go Salt Lake because I think that's where they're next. Um, actually, yeah. Yeah, so we're gonna go Salt Lake. Settings, I don't think it really matters, but we're gonna practice on the track. Okay, we're just gonna ride this, kind of learn the track. I don't think I've ever done this track. Maybe not. I don't know. Bike setup. So one thing, bike setup and experience, game experience. I don't think they really matter all that much. Once you get a hang of turning, and all that stuff, maybe you can change a few things here and there. Maybe it matters. Maybe slightly. Maybe the pros might, you know, maybe it might matter to the pros. But for me, oh god. Oh, I think I have done this track. Yeah, I have. Right, but get on here and put a rhythm together. Oh, I don't know what we're doing, but get a nice flow and really. Oh, this one's going to be a tight track for them, and they're doing this. I think today, my time of that's a triple that we're going to want to do. Learn the track, very important for lots of stuff and things. Single that. Alright, get familiar with some stuff. Maybe I haven't done this one. I don't know. I hate berms. Oh, I kind of remember it. Maybe a little bit. Definitely haven't done it on time attack. I think my time's saved. That was better. But the main thing about doing this, I think, is one, you see a new track. And different tracks, you're gonna... Oh, they're gonna have different turns and stuff like that. You see different things. I'm just singling all of those. I don't have the power. Like when you're racing easy AI, some of that, I mean, it doesn't really matter, and you can kind of get away with a lot of stuff. So we do want to try to, oh god, figure it out. That is personal record. Okay, that's what I thought. Oh, looks like I ended there too. I'm gonna try to get a good lap in without getting invalid. Try to stay in. It's kind of cool. It shows my last gear that I was. just on here having a little fun. Maybe we'll do one more lap, but I think it's a good idea once you kind of get some stuff down. And once you get the cornering down, I would just come on here and jump into the whoops. I would just come in here. Different maps every day, kind of see a different track. Alright, 105. Oh, we're not going to beat that. Okay, but we're done with that. We're going to go and move on to some race and stuff and things. Alright, so I did 3 laps. My fastest one was that last one. I think grayed out if it was invalid. But you do get a little bit of XP, 90 XP. That's pretty good, or not pretty good, but that's all right. Like I said, the main point, I guess, for me for leveling up is to unlock stuff for your bike. And the cool thing is, you unlock stuff, or you have to level up, or you don't have to, but you can level up. You know, Honda, Yamaha, all the other brands, KTM, Kawasaki, Suzuki, you know, whatever. So that's pretty much all of that stuff. We did, we've done the Supercross Academy. We did a time attack, all right? We can come over here and do the championship, which I actually enjoy more than the career. Or we can come over here, do some online hub stuff, I guess, or the career. I don't really, I kind of like using the bike that I have versus using the bike that I have on career mode and stuff. But they're both, yeah, whatever you want to do. Right now, I think I'm going to do the championship stuff and things. Um, I kind of, want to restart, but I also kind of want to finish it because I don't want to do the same tracks, and I want to kind of move on to new stuff. Um, so I think for right now, we're just going to resume this. We're going to finish the championship. Not tonight. I do have to. I will do the one race and then probably, you know, yeah. We've done a lot. You know, I figured, um, you know, with the whole double streaming, which is pretty awesome, by the way. Um, which I was just going to do the one and then, you know, now we could do both, which is awesome. Okay. But same stuff. You got the race settings. Okay, I'm kind of torn on this a little bit. One shot, basically, you start the main event right off the bat. Okay, I do like the idea of going and doing the real thing. Okay, you do your um, qualifiers. Okay, then you get set up for your heat race. Then you have to win your heat race, or I think 9, right? And if you don't win that, or you don't get in the top 9 slots, you have to go to the LCQ. And then if you don't get whatever top 4 in the LCQ, then you don't race. It's kind of, I like it, but at the same time, it's like I kind of just want to play the you know, if you don't win, then you don't really get the race. So, you know, semi-pro, I don't think I've, let's see, where semi-pro? Okay, so semi-pro, that's actually exactly what I want, is you will do the qualifying than the main event, which is awesome. But that doesn't kind of really make sense because qualifying, I think, sets you up for your heat race, and the heat race sets you up for the main event. So we'll do this, and then short, medium, and realistic. I do like a little bit longer, but I think we're just gonna keep it like this, and the AI will keep very easy for now, just until we get a little bit better. I'm only just at the point to where I've just started to learn how to play the game, and stuff like that. So, and then once we go into here, and we're on the track, right? I do like the qualifiers, qualifying. Oh, we're in Indy.
From
Nice.
Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, Indiana, we're live for another incredible day.
Cool. It says a good view of the track. We start. I don't even know. I wish we could see an overview before we. But good thing with qualifiers, the reason why I like qualifiers is because you can kind of race on the track, learn it, and then go into the heat. So, it'll be nice to. So we can look at the overview, right? I can't really tell. Looks like it might be. Oh, okay, so we have 9 minutes, so we're good. If it goes back to the start, we can kind of look at it a little bit better. Oh well. So we'll just start it. There's like some whoops right there. Oh, I have played a little bit of this, and I'm wearing my white numbers, so I have to probably change that in. Oh god. Okay. I am not doing fantastic. We're out a little bit. Okay. A little turn on that. I think I did a little time attack. So triple. Jump that. So you should. Oh, okay. And it does that weird backwards thing. I don't know. Sometimes it does weird stuff. You can't. You can't. Do anything about that. Like Cody Webb or Cooper Webb. Not Cody. Cody's a. We are in a very last place, so we're gonna have to figure out a good time. That one's gonna be weird. Probably gonna try to scrub that, but it also has a turn. Oh, I'm gonna try to stay on the track. If I can get a good. Not gonna happen. Get a good time, and then or just learn the track, I think. Okay, so we just jumped to first on that last lap. So I'm kind of curious what we would do after that. I don't like these tight tracks, but Oh god, that didn't work out very well. So this one I'm probably want to scrub it, but I'm not good at scrubbing stuff or anything. Um, uh, I'm also not good when the track changes. I die a lot in the corners when that happens. Chase Sexton. Whoops are pretty easy. Just lean back on both sticks, one or the other. I think you'll do fine. We're not even a second faster. Or yeah. Oh, we're just gonna. Okay. All right. All right. Get more on the inside of the track and not. All right. We're gonna have to like practice good stuff. A little bit throttle, too much throttle. That's kind of what happens. One thing I didn't talk about early is when you fall off the track. Depends on how bad it is, and if you don't crash, you can get on very easy. The main thing when that happens is what you want to do is, okay, so right here is you just want to you don't want to like turn 90 degrees or anything like that. Okay, that's not, okay. These are concrete blocks. They're not hay. They're concrete. You know, they want us, you know, they're out to get us, you know. Land flat there, that's fine. I think on that, I'm not even gonna try to scrub it. Oh, I hit a Stewart, I think. Malcolm Stewart, but it doesn't look like Malcolm Stewart. No, it's a Lawrence. I wonder if I can like, oh, see, even the practice coming around here is, the track is getting bad too. So that's kind of cool. But I'm already, sorry, I think I almost killed that guy. Oh, Pressinger. I like a Pressinger. Boom. Oh, yeah, see? Wanna not over jump things. Don't want to give it the beans on a single right before a corner. And then this, I probably just up, and then just, that's all you really want to do, I think, on that one there. It kind of has a little bit of a turn. Whop. I wheelie into that one. I'm not the fastest, obviously. But I can, you know, do some good work, you know. Not the best. You could definitely, you know, corner faster. You can exit faster. You can not case every single jump. If you learn the track, you can learn the flow of how things are supposed to go and not over jump. Like that was kind of pretty good there. And if you case every jump, see, that wasn't too bad. Oh, definitely don't want to do one of those. The nice thing, oh, okay, you could also do a 360 wheelie thing. That's kind of cool, you know. I love the tabletops. I'm not gonna lie. I love jumping onto a tabletop. I think you want to, when you do that, okay. I think what you want to do is you want to you want to like land it on your back tire and put your weight to the rear, I think, and that will set up like your spring and stuff. If you can get a good that was not good at all. I should have actually just done a race. That goes to Salt Lake City. I think there's Salt Lake City this week. From the time this is live, so. Okay. Number 1, good. We can out jump them. We can, on flat surfaces, we can, you know, out. We're faster on the whoops. We're faster pretty much around. It really comes down to me staying on track, staying alive, and not doing weird stuff like that. But other than that, oh, and then getting a really good start. And then try to catch them. I have yet to really kind of catch people from behind. Do we try to just whip that, scrub it? I think scrubbing, what you want to do is you want to kind of do that. Oh, don't do that. Definitely do not do that. I think you want to do that before it, and then if you want to whip or whatever, it's called, do that like in the air. That also apparently gives you a little boost or something, so it'll help you. Oh, we're just gonna.
That concludes the qualifying session.
Yeah, I think scrubbing, what you want to do is before takeoff, you want to like, you know, steer one way and like lean the same way. And then everyone did 10, 11 laps. I only did 9. And you get a few XP from that. Look at that, 270 and 40 XP for position. Cool. So that's also a positive for doing the LCQ. Kind of doesn't make sense. I wonder.
Hello, everybody from Indiana. We're live at
Indiana.
Stadium.
Is it gonna let me put me somewhere, or? I think I do like the LCQ, or not the LQ. I definitely don't want to be there. I'll get pinched or something. Do we want to be more? I think a little bit wider. I think there. Right. So. No restarts, and we look at the track all the way down here. Take a left and do some other things I didn't really get to start, but that's cool. So LC, or keep calling it LCQ. There's Lawrence, there's Webb, there's me, there's Rosin, there's Anderson, there's another guy that. Oh, I screwed it up. I died. Okay, now we gotta work through the pack, which pretty much already done. I just hate working through the pack because you bounce off of people's heads, and that's not fun. Definitely not for me. Well, for them too, but we just bounce the dirt bike off. I love that it's night, or it has more of a night feel to it. Just kind of throttle. Pedal the throttle, wheelie through that, case that a little bit, that's okay, slow us down, mess that up, stop in the middle of the turn, that's alright. Try to stay on the track. Can't get back on. Okay, go through the whoops. Bop, 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 bop. Get back up to third. And then on the brakes. Oh, get hit by whoever that was. And then restart right there. Tabletop, boom, smash into whoever that is. Okay, this is probably my fastest spot here. Get a good jump. Try not to do that or that. Alright, get in. Okay. Alright. It's really difficult trying to escape from everybody when you gotta chase down the leaders. Because they're gonna race perfect and I'm not. They're gonna be mostly perfect. There's Hunter Lawrence. Okay, we're gonna try to get back on track. Just jump that. That guy cased that pretty hard. Run into that guy to save you from running off the track. Jump over the tabletop. I did that a lot in practice or qualifiers. Okay. If I can get the... Oh, dang it. I can't get that. We're not doing too good. A little late, and I'm tired. Trying to have a good race. We're still fairly up. We got 1 minute remaining. Oh, killed that guy. Not quite. He took it like a champ. I want to take that corner better. Oh, that didn't really work. That's okay. Could land out of bounds. I didn't really do any of that right. I want to do this properly so I can pass Hunter Lawrence. I can't read his name. Oh yeah. We get good in the whoops. There we go. Now we just need to make some space. Not mess up. Like that. Okay. Frances something. Hunter Lawrence. Okay. Get back on the track. Okay. Well, we gotta kinda lead a lap there. That counted. I don't mind getting third. You know. Of course you want to get first. I gotta battle Hunter Lawrence off. I gotta not die. I gotta catch... What's his face? Oh man, that should have been a little... Maybe I should kill him so he, you know, crashes and then I'll be in first. That's sportsmanship, right? That was risky. I tried to do something. It didn't really work. Please don't restart me. Oh, Hunter Lawrence, what are you doing? Okay, don't kill me. Not yet. Oh, no, Hunter Lawrence. You didn't do anything. That was all me. Alright, I'll take third. Alright, nice celebration. That's kind of weird. Oh, whew. I was okay. Wow. I am I am I really wanted that first, but man. I mean, a few mistakes for sure. Falling off the track. Now, a little tight track there. It's hard for me. I got, how many points did I get? 20 points? That's pretty good. I don't, let's continue. Where does that put me? That puts me in 8. I am 8 on points, and I went up 3. And I have 1 win. And look at that, Malcolm Stewart with 5. I didn't even know what position he got. Jet Lawrence with 1 win. Hunter Lawrence without a win. Nice. For me, that, I don't know. It races. It gets my heart racing. You know, because I'm trying to win. And how many points do I get? Whole shot. I didn't get the whole shot. I died at the beginning of the race. I made, actually it was pretty good because although I died right out of the gate, for some reason things were weird. But I died, and then I wonder if they updated something. Um, but then I made my way through the pack pretty quickly, you know, and then I actually did pretty good, I think, because I normally don't catch anybody, you know. Normally I'm, oh man, heart's racing. That watching that would be awesome. Watching, if that was a real race, I would be static. Someone coming from dead last from the gate, passing everybody in turn 1 or 2, right? Making their way up to the front with, they would have to be so fast. So fast. Um I think I watched Chase Sexton do that, but he got third. Sexton or Rosin. I'm not sure which one it was. I get them mixed up a little bit, even though different bikes. But wow, wow, third. I am happy with third. I'm happy with third. Um, I fell off the track a lot in the end. Okay, which is fine. Um, trying to push for that first. There's a lot of times that I could have died and got reset, but didn't. Um, yeah, I'm happy with that. Normally, I don't catch anybody if I don't get a good start, and the fact that I caught everybody early, and I was able to push my way through and stuff. And there's me. I'm over there in my orange. I don't like the. I don't like. Who got sec? Oh, Hunter Lawrence. All right. I don't like the faces and stuff that they have. I wonder if they'll add more. Um, no, that was fun. I am almost tempted to do that again. Um, let's see. Yeah, everything looks like it's running pretty smooth. We got everything on the screen. And for the YouTube guys, let's see. I'm just checking my stream out. Stuff, making sure everything is still smooth and is not doing weird stuff. Not that I can fix it right now, All right. Oh, wow. That was fun. Yeah. Um, lots to work on. Lots to work on. I could feel myself getting a little bit better every single time I start to play. I'm much better on little wider tracks. That's a very narrow track. Um, just a little bit of mistakes, and we didn't really case a lot of jumps on that race, which is good. Normally, I case everything. I think the jumps are smaller, and so they're easier to kind of get up and over. Also, with the 450, you can power out of a lot of things and stuff like that. And playing very easy AI, they're not that. They're obviously super easy. So you can you know beat them on the straights. You can beat them through the whoops. You could out jump them. You can everything. Everything is basically just you trying to do your very best. I got a lot to work on. We will probably up the difficulty in a few streams. I just want to work. I just want to get. Actually, I want to get through this championship, and then we'll up the difficulty. Maybe do some online racing and stuff like that, just to kind of see the difference between everybody and AI and stuff like that. And you know, but yeah, lots of fun. I highly recommend, mainly for someone that understands or wants to, like, they know it's not just uh kind of open the box, play it type of racing game. If you've never played it's kind of a sim. If you've never played something like this and you don't really want to like try too much and stuff like that, um because I'm practicing, watching videos, and trying to get better at the jumps and all that stuff. If you're not really into that sort of stuff and you don't want to try to get better, because when I first started, right, it was difficult. It was really difficult. I couldn't stay on the track. I couldn't make a corner. I couldn't do anything. It was hard. I was frustrated, said some choice words and all that stuff. But then I got better, and I was able to stay on the track, and I was able to make a turn, and I was able to land and do some doubles and triples and get a pretty good rhythm on it. And like even when I could still make a turn, I was still falling off the track, and I still fall off the track now, but not that often. Okay, and if you don't want to, if you play the game and you're like, oh man, I can't figure it out and all this, if you don't want to do that, I wouldn't recommend it. It wouldn't be a very fun game. If you were just imagine riding and you can't turn, so you're wiping out every time. You're eating dirt, taking a soil sample. I love that saying. Soil sample, right? Basically, you're eating dirt. Um, or you can't go fast because you're landing on top of every single jump. Okay, which I used to do. Um, and you're like, oh man, this game sucks because it's hard to play and all that stuff. It is hard to play. It is difficult. I do recommend it for the people that want to try to push through that and then play. It's very fun. It is. I'm loving the game. I'm loving the game. It is exactly that right amount of difficulty, that trying to learn everything. You know, um, it's awesome. I would love to maybe later on, once I get really good, do some like competition type stuff. I don't know, tournaments, competition type, whatever. I don't know. I would love to get into that. That would be really awesome if this was the game that I kind of got a little professional stuff at it. But yeah, I would love to do that. This game definitely, I can't play it for very long. I could probably play it for maybe 2 hours. Otherwise, my heart starts racing, and then yeah. um, definitely get exciting. Even if I am racing bots on very easy, trying to get that first, trying to push for it because it's basically all down on me. Every corner has to be perfect. Every jump has to be perfect or pretty close to perfect. I have to stay on the track. I can't, right? If I take that corner, that second to the last corner there, Hunter Lawrence doesn't catch me, and I probably have a better chance to get first. If I don't fall off the track, I can get some, I can, you know, I can kind of gain on them a little bit and, you know, make some time and stuff. And then, maybe I do go out uh, and I end up winning. But, yeah, it's every little thing kind of, you know, win or lose, you know. Um, until you get to harder difficulties, then everything really matters. You gotta get a good start. You gotta get a good jump. You gotta do your doubles, your triples. You gotta be perfect in the whoops. You gotta do every little thing, especially when racing human beings. But yeah, it is time for me to get off of the games. I gotta go to bed and do adult stuff. Um, but I had a lot of fun, and we got double streaming. I'm not gonna lie. I was just going to focus on the whole Twitch side of things. I was going to put YouTube down and I was just going to focus on the Twitch. But now it looks like we can actually do both, which is pretty awesome. Um, so we're going to be doing that. And, everyone's going to get the same stuff. Instead of going over here and doing um, other games over here and then not showing them over here. Everyone's gonna get everything. So that's I'm excited for that. So when we play Zelda, the people on YouTube's they will be missing a lot of stuff because on YouTube we haven't played as far as we are on the Twitch. So but right now we're playing this, and this is very fun. I love it, but I gotta get to bed. But I will see you guys, every single one of you, when I see you. Thank you for stopping by and having lots of fun riding dirt bikes. Um, like I said, you know, it's a difficult game, but if you can get past that little bit of you know, that beginning stuff, that difficult stuff, you'll have a fantastic time playing this for sure. Play with your friends, whatever. But I will see you guys when I see you guys. Goodbye!